my blackness, this looks good. I'm not even playing. On my blackness, this looks good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Spider-Man brand new trailer is out.
They decide to switch pilots, and you find out that pilot is Stevie Wonder. Leave my family dollar worthy women alone. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Thaddeus Shade. This is The Odd Nerd. This is episode 99. And people forget that I'm still hood, baby. I am a nerd. That's why I call myself an odd nerd, because I will slap the I love y'all, man. But I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and as you hear in the background, I just got some of my shit I used to listen to when I was a teenager whipping, and it was some of my local niggas, you know what I'm saying? Boy, what? That representation. Okay, I gotta stop it. My bad, y'all. XB3 dubs. Heineken. Okay, my bad, y'all. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Thaddeus Shade. You listen to The Odd Nerd. And this is episode 99. And let's rock and roll. Let's get right to it. I didn't do an episode last week, dude, because I fucking traveled to Rocky Point, dude. It was crazy. I got to Rocky Point. So, yeah, last week I didn't do an episode. And I should be on my 100th episode, which is taking me a very long time to get to because I always stop and go. But last week we went to Rocky Point for my guy Davion GQ's birthday. And he's turning 55, and it was important to him that we got a bunch of people together to go down. No, I'm just playing. But we went down there for his birthday. Happy birthday. And we went down there, and it started out, it's supposed to be like 8 to 9 of us that was going. Looked up. It's like 16 that ended up going. 16, 17 people were there. And he found these villas that were, so we usually go to the Encantanate Towers, right? And the Encantanate Towers is a little bit down from the villas that we got. Encantanate Towers is my spot, because when you go in there, we get this one spot and it's got all the motherfucking Star Wars figures all in. It's like a Star Wars, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's like high up, and I don't like heights, but it's high up, and they got Star Wars posters and figurines. That's my spot I like to stay at. That's where I like to stay at. That's where I like to be at. Because there, on the resort, I feel cool. I feel VIP. You know what I'm saying? President Obama shade. That's how I feel when I'm there. And I got my Star Wars room, and I can look at Princess Leia and Luke, you know what I'm saying? Obi-Wan and the boys, Darth Vader and the boys. I get to look at them. I get to see them, And we didn't do that this time. He got some villas. Think them joints was 6 Palm Villas. So he had to start out because the number increased. I'm an OG. I'm chilling. I had visions of going down there by the water, sitting deep down by the water, looking out into the ocean, while I watched Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, and Sophia cook in the kitchen and make jokes upon each other. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Turned out it was like a real world episode. I was in it at my age, man. That's what the job does to you, though. The job finds a way to keep you young. You stay around young folks. Young folks come with you on the trip, and they have a blast. Me, I'm just like, damn, I was going there. I like to get me a little water in, a little Golden Girls activity while I watch the water just kind of rush up on the sand. And here I am, watching folks that I know that should teach videos on how to consume tequila and then go out to try to be a professional assassin. These people can drink. And I mean, these humans can get down. Before we get there, we had to get a vehicle. My guy GQ found somebody that knew somebody that had a company that rents Sprinter vans or vans to Rocky Point. Now, that sounds sketch that you specifically have this car company that you allow folks to rent to go down to Rocky Point. Now, I'm not judging nobody. You got to make your ducats how you make your ducats, ladies and gentlemen. But I was like, is this legit? He's like, man, I went down there. It's legit. They had other cars and shit. And I think he paid like $1,100 clean for the van machine. So then we went to a location where everybody was parked. Now, when I pulled up, I said, oh, there's more souls going. Because I didn't know at the time. Now my guy GQ is a very popular guy. I didn't know at the time, that I was going to look up and the 8 was going to turn into 16. But when I got there, I realized that's what's going on. That's what's going on, man. It's a lot of bodies, man. And we got this van, and then we had to have somebody else drive because we had a lot of bodies going, man. And it was a lot of us. And then, if you look at my past, you listen to my past episodes, I done had a border trouble. And you know how I feel when I get down, I get to going, and I get to get nervous when I get close to the border. But it was cool, man, because you're traveling with a bunch of people, so you would hope that if anybody had to get their ass whooped by Border Patrol, it's not you, because you got a good high choice of bodies. You can go through and be like, nah, I think we whooped up on you a couple times. They talking about me. I think we got you a couple times. We ain't worried about you. Let's get somebody small. We can get somebody small. We're going to whoop them up in the back room with the phone books and the tables and the chairs. And when I went down, I ain't like that Border Patrol shit that I went through, but this time I wasn't really tripping because we had a lot of bodies with us. So I was good. I was feeling good about myself. I was happy. I was good. And we loaded up into and surprisingly, when we left, it was raining. We don't get a lot of rain down here. It's the Valley of the Suns. We don't get a lot of rain down here in the Valley of the Sun. It was raining, man. And that's how we kicked off the trip. And it was cool because it's like being on a field trip with a bunch of students when you was in school and you're rolling out and you're like, it's an exciting time because you're with a bunch of your classmates and you're going to a place like the museum or something. But this was you going to some villas, and it's probably going to be some freaky shit that happens. But it ain't like, I guess it's a little different from the class shit because you go into class, you're going to learn and shit. Okay, it's a little different. But we got down there and got through the border. Border was easy. They was real cool because I know a lot of people had a lot of concerns, including myself, about, what took place about a month ago with, cartel bosses getting, about them getting a little, and there was a little bit of concern about that. And I had my own concerns and I did my studying. Shade kept an eye on it. I kept an eye on that thing. See what was cracking. If I was going to get into some smoke down there, I kept an eye on that thing and went through the border. It was real easy. Pulled up to the villas. The villas is beautiful. I think each villa held about 6 to 8 people. I always say 6 to 8 people because I'm not for sure. I should have just asked GQ. But each villa held about 6 to 8 people. We ended up with like 4 villas. Right? We ended up about 4 villas. And let's get into this. Now, 16 people, 15 out of the 16, if consuming tequila would save the world, the 15 out of the 16 could save the world. God came down and said, you know what? I'm going to smoke all y'all out unless you could drink all the tequila in the world. Well, the 15 out of the 16 people I was with, they'd be a part of that challenge. And I think we'd be good to go. I love those people. But when we got there, beautiful villas, everything was clean, nice. You can see the water walk out. You walk out to the back, you got 2 big pools, you got 2 hot tubs, you got a swing set that swings and you can look out to the ocean. You got like little hammocks and stuff. It's a very beautiful spot. And the thing that I didn't know that was what was going to happen on top of that, because you didn't really understand what you were getting yourself into from the visuals, from the photos. There's not a lot of videos on this place. So you could end up, and things could be real different because there's not a lot of videos or like stuff you could really see. I found a few pictures and videos of the villas that we were going to, and I posted them or whatever, and I shared them with the group. And but it wasn't a lot. So when you got there, you were kind of like, oh, okay, this is the bomb. This the bomb. This peanut butter and jelly with Kool-Aid on the side bomb. This is bomb, right? So then, but when we get there, there are families of whites. Now, when I say white like that, it sounds really bad, but these families of whites, right? I think there may have been Megan's probably, Megan, I'm sorry. She might be white. I think she might have been the only white girl there with us. but everybody else black and brown. You know what I'm saying? We come from the nightlife industry. So here you are, spring break, nice white family. And I think they had about, dude, it might have been 2 families staying in the one villa that was next to mine. So how we did it was, so it was me. Yeah, I got this my shit. So this my shit. This is how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? This my shit. So this is how I'm gonna talk about it. I'm breaking it down. Y'all with me now. Y'all here now. Y'all stuck with Shade now. I am Fatty Shade. This is the Odd Nerd. Okay, so listen. It was me, and then Soph, and then Aubrey, and her homegirl, and Davion. And I think that was all in mine, right? And we were next to the bigger family, the bigger white family, right? We'll call them the whites. And they had at least 4 little ones. Now I'm thinking there's 2 families in there because it was a lot of kids, unless moms and pops just doing, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it on. They was getting it on and they was popping them out. I'm not for sure, but it might have been 2 families in there because it was like a couple of teenage kids, a couple of like teenage daughters and some teenage boys and some younger ones, and they was real chill. Everybody was real nice. I don't think they expected us. Listen, it's hard to listen, white folks. I know. Look. I'm looking at the camera. I know it's hard, man. It's hard to be on vacation. You look up and say, "Oh, it's the Negroes." I understand this. I do, dude, because you want to go down to vacation and you want to relax, and you look up and say, "Oh shit." And that's really what it turned into, was, oh shit. Now, this family, they were, like I said, nice looking family. It's nothing, they didn't look like a meth smoking family at all. They were nice looking. They were out there for a vacation. Now, and then, so then they had the last one, we were next to them, and then boom, it stops. And then there's another set, and one of our group had that set. And then the next set, we had that next one after that, and then there was another one. There's another family there. Now, that seemed like just a straight couple, but they all knew each other, right? They knew each other because they would meet up at the farther pool. So the pools is right there. You see the videos that I posted. The pools is right there, but they seem to kind of like owned the one to the right that we was on the side of. They felt like they kind of owned that. Say, hey, we was here first. You know how we do. We like to take shit. We like to take. I'm sorry, I'm just joking. These just jokes. I swear it's just jokes. Okay, so they kind of taken that one, right? So you would see that family or that couple come from there to meet with them, and they were doing real cool white shit, man. They had like kayaks and like rafting boats and like paddles, and they were just doing family vacation shit. And we were there to consume alcohol, see some twerking, and destroy shit, ladies and gentlemen. We were there to destroy shit. Not me, the saint. I was there to watch the water relax and allow Dorothy, Blanche, Sophia, and Rose to rock my ass to sleep. I was there to chill. I was there to be a good human. I was a good Samaritan. My other people that I was with, who are awesome people, were there to have a good time. They was going to get their drink on. They was going to get their eat on. It might have been, you know what I'm saying? It might have been a little, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I'll be real with y'all. Let me see. This is like, it's like 6 dudes, 11 women. Oh, I can't. It's like that. 6 dudes, 11, 10 women, maybe like that. But it ain't like that. It wasn't like, Diddy broke out of jail and ran up to his last place he owned. It's like, we're going to get a party going on. And it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It was just a good time, and you get the liquor going, everybody having a good time, smile. It wasn't no Diddy Freak Fest 4.0, wasn't nothing like that. It was just a good time where motherfuckers could go and drink and relax, and also party, play music, and then hit the pool and the hot tub. Now, the cool thing about this is you're connected to the Enchanted Towers. So I just telling you about, that's my place I want to go. When I go down to that area, that's where I want to go. I want to go stay up at the top with the Star Wars figurines, doom, doom, da-dum, dum, da-dum. But you're at least connected to the resort, so you can go up there and you can eat at the restaurants on there, and you can go get into the lazy river, which I told you about in previous episodes that I was in the lazy river. And then, I can't swim. Shay can't swim. I can't survive. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't survive. You know what I'm saying? I can't survive because I can't swim. But you're connected to that. So you can go up there, they give you wristbands, and you can use the amenities and all the cool stuff on that joint. From what happened to us, we was able to, but we've been there quite a few times. I don't like to brag. I'm not saying that when we was walking up to the beach to the place, I'm not saying that they had two people come out there and roll a red carpet out and let us walk on that. I'm not saying that. Maybe it did happen, maybe it didn't happen. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't happen. But I'm not saying that, but maybe it did, maybe it didn't happen. Maybe it did happen though. I'm not saying that we've been there a couple times, we done spent some ducats up in that hole, and maybe they took care of us. I'm not saying that it didn't. I'm not saying that it did. I'm not saying it didn't. I'm not saying it did, but it might have happened. And we went up there the first night, boom, ate. And I think we was at the one bar we was eating. And I'm being real. I'm talking to y'all real. The food at the first spot is okay. Now I'm vegan, so I'm fucked, right? So I had a chickpea ceviche, and that shit, it was like, I had to imagine like taking like a flathead screwdriver that just got done being worked on a 69 Ford. You take that flathead screwdriver that was just using that 69 Ford, you take it and you go inside and you dip it in some warm water, right? You take it out with the warm water still dripping, and you go over to a white wall and you just start scraping the white wall, and the white wall scrapings from that fall off from that scrape that go on to the plate. That's what the ceviche tasted like. This chickpea ceviche. It was not good at all. And it's not to say that I ain't had nothing from that ain't the bomb, because I fuck with the fries. But that chickpea ceviche, I hadn't had that joint, right? I ain't had that. And they didn't have it the last time I was there, so I was like, oh shit, they gave something for your boy to get down on. And then when I ate it, it was screwdriver, white wall, chafing trash. So yeah, it was horrible. But then I also got a little, guac and chips, and that was good. Because that one restaurant I go to that's over on the other side of the pool, they got one restaurant there where my homie come out with a lot of juice in him. He come out with a lot of juice in him, and then he make this salsa right in front of you. He get the vegetables and he get everything together, and he crushing everything and he mix it together, and you like, go ahead, bro. And he like, I'm going ahead, bro. And he putting it all together, and he putting his fingers in this shit. I don't even mind, because I know he be washing this shit. He doing his thing and do. And he pour that salsa to the bowl, into an authentic looking motherfucker bowl. He put it there, and you get to dip it in that shit, and all I could feel is Jesus massaging my shoulders with that salsa, because it's so fire, ladies and gentlemen. When I'm telling you, you go down there, you stay in Cantonade Towers. I don't even know the name of the restaurant. It's right there. It's on the shit. You go out there. But when he get to making that salsa, and he get to popping and he get to booping, when he get to doing that salsa, oh my God. Oh my God, that salsa's fire. I shit you not. I had to drink some water, because I got to stay hydrated while I do this. But that was our first night chilling, and you don't get a chance to do a lot of big group trips like that. I've been fortunate enough to do 2 of them. To Thailand. Actually, I've done more than normal. Most of the time, people are going on couple trips. Maybe it's you and your girl, or you and your girl and her friend and her dude, or maybe you get a couple. But I've done like a couple of group trips that I don't think a lot of people get a chance to do, because I put the video together recently, and people were talking about. I had somebody comment like, 8 to 16. I'm lucky if I could find 4 people to go. So people don't really get a chance to do group trips. And when you do group trips, there's something more freeing about, like, you don't feel a lot of fear when you leave the country. Some people have fear, and about leaving the country or going place, especially when what happened with the cartel boss, you right? And shit's kind of going right, so you don't really know. But when you're with a group like that, like I said, if somebody coming to pull up with the Vizzy van and they want to put you in the back with the hand duct tape and your mouth duct tape, they got options. So you got a chance. But when it's just 4 of y'all, it's a good chance they're going to take all 4. You know what I'm saying? And when there's 16 of you, like, wait a minute, hold on. We ain't got enough space in our kidnapping van. We got to pick somebody. We got to pick a few. We'll take some fingernails and some fingers, but we're going to take actual bodies. We got to figure out who we want to take. There's options now. But when I went to Thailand, it was like 7 or 8 of us. Was it 7? What is it? Davion, and Fresh. 6? Wait. Because I can't say the names. Yeah, 6 of us. 6 of us went to Thailand. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. That's a good solid searching party. If you go missing in Thailand, if you're the one person that goes missing in Thailand, you at least have 5 souls working to find you. It ain't good if you go out there with 4 and you're down to 3. Because one of them going to be hysterical, crying all the time. So the 2 got to work on trying to be, the 2 got to help calm the person down. And then one of them got to be really smart because they got to try to get to the police and they got to be smart about where you was at. Somebody got to be level-minded. Now you down to 1 that's consoling, 1 that probably got to do left and right, 1 just really smart. It's just too much. You ain't got a good chance of survival. When you got 5, people got money, people remember more, you can come through and you can talk. That's how you feel so much motherfucking better about traveling out the country. So I've been fortunate to do some big trips, and even when I go down, I've been down in Rocky Point now, it's my 3rd, 4th time. I performed in Rocky Point in this hole in the wall club a long time ago. Before some of y'all was even born. I was down there in Rocky Point. My boy Ace Black, he said, "Hey man, I got a chance for you to perform down there at Rocky Point at a club. It's free. You ain't getting paid for shit, but they're gonna give us some drinks and shit. You want to come down there and perform?" And I told him, yeah. I went down there and I did it. And it was really a hole in the wall because you walk through a hole in the wall to go into the club. And I couldn't believe it at the time that I was doing it because I am what they call a big ass chicken shit. Humans, I slap the shit out of you. Humans, kick you in your chest, 300 Sparta. Humans, I give you your elbow, something like Muay Thai. Humans, I got a Mike Tyson right. Got a Mike Tyson hook for you. Ghost, I'm fucked. Spiders, fucked. Traveling out the country, not knowing all the rules, I'm fucked. Roller coasters, fucked. Water's, doing something. I'm not that much of a bitch, man. Hold on, dog. I'm up here telling y'all all my fears. I ain't that much of a bitch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not telling y'all all my fears like that, man. But we had a good time. And what I learned in trying to do group settings like this, and this won't be my whole episode, so just bear with me. I know I'm fun and entertaining. Just stay here. So look, what I learned is I am a cool loner. I'm an adjuster. I'm a chameleon. Outside of me not drinking no liquor, I can exist in a group of 16. I can exist in a group of 3. I can exist in a room full of whites. It doesn't matter. I could be a solo crazy motherfucker. I could be solo by myself. And that's what happened when I was out there. I was like, I'm finna just get the van. I'm finna go check out these coffees. So the second day, I was about to leave to go get coffee at my favorite spot. They got a spot down there called Toxica Coffee, right? Toxica Coffee. I swear to God, Louis. I swear to God, if you come down here one more time without having my cup of coffee. No, it's Toxica Coffee. And I was going to leave to go, and Zay was up. He's like, I'm going to roll with you. And then I think Megan was up, and she came with me, and I'm missing somebody. Was it just us 3? No, I'm missing somebody. Ooh. Oh, and Ellie. Ellie was with me. And because we had to they wanted us to go to the store. Soph wanted us to go to the store to buy food, and they was going to cook and shit. And I was like, man, I haven't had this. My people done did they time. I'm looking at her like, my people done did their time. We ain't serving nobody no more. We done did our time. And she was just really nice about it. So I said, okay, this time I'm going to do it. My ancestors don't want me to do the shit, but this time I'm going to do it. Give me the list. Give me the money. Because I wasn't going to pay for it myself. Give me the money. Give me the money. And she gave me the money, and they all wanted to go. I was like, cool, because I was about to bounce out. And went to my favorite spot, Toxic. I got this mint coffee. It was fire as fuck. We went to the Walmart. They got a Walmart down there. That Walmart looked like it was in Quentin, though. It wasn't a regular Walmart. This Walmart had very large fences up around it with I'm almost for sure it had some barbed wire on top. Excuse me. And as this barbed wire on top, this Walmart was surrounded. So if I had to think about Guantanamo Bay, this is what Guantanamo Bay was surrounded like, and then the Walmart was sitting in the middle of it. And then we went in there, we got what we needed, and of course we came back. And that's what I started to learn. I was like, you know what? It's good down here. Nothing's going on. I just started snatched the van in the morning, and I was going to coffee spots. I got up for a sunset or a sunrise. What is up with me saying sunset? I got up for a sunrise, and it was beautiful. Over the, you know, it was a little to the left, because I think it was the east. Sunset, around shit setting around. Yeah, so it was, but it was hitting the water really beautiful, and it's not, you gotta experience those things. You gotta see those things. That's why you ever see motherfuckers, man, and you ever know people that like only listen to like just murder music. Just murder, just darken the heart. They could, just murder music. Motherfucker, listen, you know what I'm saying? Listen to 3 Doors Down, man. Listen to a little Whitney Houston in your life. You know what I'm saying? Go see a sunrise. Go see a sunset. You get too much of one thing and it leads you a certain way. I love seeing shit like that. So I got up early in the morning. People wanted me to get them up. How I'm going to get you up? People's like, oh, Shay, get me up in the morning. Shay, get me. They don't call me Shay. Thad, get me up in the morning. Thad, get me up in the morning. I said, look, okay, cool. Then I looked up. Y'all motherfuckers had dragged me to a club. And when we didn't get back to like 3. I had to drive. And we didn't get back till 3. I had to get up at 6 something. Y'all motherfuckers was hitting that juice. Now listen, this is one of the things that they were talking about while we were on the trip, the drinkers. And that's 15 out of 1. The drinkers were saying that they felt like the tequila down there was being watered down. Now I don't know if that's the case, because I did have a little pina colada. I ain't gonna lie. Do you like pina colada? I did have a little pina colada. I'm not gonna lie. All right. I did have a little one. And I wasn't. And I was hitting that thing. I even passed it off because I was like, man, I got to drive. And I was like, I passed it off because I was like, I get drunk easy because this body's a temple. The only thing going in here is plant-based foods and sugar and shit that's plant-based, because I still kind of eat bad. Even though I'm vegan, I like to eat vegan cookies and shit. and I noticed that I was good to go. 10 minutes later, I was like, the fuck? I'm good. I drink liquor with these guys, these people in the club. 1 shot, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta go sit down, girl. This shit is, I'm Thaddeus Shade. This is the Odd Nerd. But the overall experience is always really cool. Watching, I gotta, that's my thing that I've been on lately, is just solo dolo. Like, don't care, do new stuff, just go do it. And I'm really in that zone of doing those things. This is why I just started busting out, leaving, going solo in the van and just riding around the city and looking at things. And next up on my list, because I went solo to see Back to the Future in concert. And I've always seen these, and I wanted to go to the Home Alone one. I didn't make it to the Home Alone one. And what they do is they show you the movie, and then they have the orchestra play the score of the movie, the theme of the movie, the score of the movie. And while you're watching the movie, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So imagine getting to hear John Williams's score for Home Alone, his theme for Home Alone, while you're watching the movie. It's really there. It's really beautiful. And you get to enjoy the movie with hundreds of other people. It's a really cool experience. So when I went to see Back to the Future, I really, really, really was excited to see it. But people don't be, some people just are not into the things that you're into. And some people don't even understand the experience, meaning like you go for the experience. You go for trying new things. You go for the experience. Most people just turn it off quick. There are normal things that people feel as if these are the truth in doing things. Like I'm a foodie. I go to food places. That's dope. But if I'm gonna try some food, I'm like, I don't even like heights. But if I find a way, if I end up there and they're like, man, they got like this, you eat food up in the sky. I'm like, shit, you eat food up in the sky? They got some vegan options? Yeah, nigga, they got some vegan options. I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to try to eat some food in the sky. There's a lot of normal things that people do on a regular, and those are the things that they love to do, or they consider those the cool things to do. For me, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna do different. I want to get away from all the others. I'm an eye nerd, man, so I want to get away from all the others and start doing these things instead of waiting on people. Because you just wait and wait and wait, and you're looking for people that be a part of your community. Like, these my people? Are these my people? Are these my people? Nah, fam, I'm just gonna go do it. So I went to Back to the Future, and that was a journey in itself because I kept waiting last minute. I was like, man, am I gonna go? Am I gonna go? Quit being a pussy, because I didn't want to be skeptical. Quit being a pussy. And then I finally bought the tickets. I bought the ticket, and I was like, it was a Sunday. I was like, it's the last time of the day, and I was like, all right, fuck it, we're gonna go. By the way, Orpheum Theater, get your update your website. Your ticket, it can't look like, it's got to be fluid. It's got to be better. It's got to look dope. It's got to be better. All right. I can't get on and struggle buying one ticket. It can't be like that. All right. Get it together. Update that website. But I bought my ticket and I hopped on my scooter because that's how I travel right now. And I love my scooter. And looking at them gas prices, ladies and gentlemen, I'm winning. But I hopped on my scooter and it's downtown. I had never been to the Orpheum Theater before. And I was a little bit nervous. So I was lost, and I'm like, I'm always downtown. Shit, I was doing parties downtown. So how the hell am I lost? It goes to show you be so locked in on places that you just go that you really don't even be knowing where you're going. You don't even know that other stuff exists. I go here, I go here, I go here, I go here in this area. And then you be like, all of a sudden I got to go over here. And you be like, how the fuck? I don't even know how to get there. And I'd be over in this area all the time. So I went to the wrong place and they had to point me and I was 2 blocks away. And that day had a little heat on it. Had a little bit of smoke on it. And Shade had to walk 2 blocks to get to the Orpheum Theater. I was behind. So I seen videos about if you're late, they shut the doors on you. So I was a little nervous because I was going to be like 7 minutes late. And I was like, oh shit, I don't know if these niggas, I don't know if these humans are in there clapping. I don't know if they're in there clapping, the introductions. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they just start the movie and go right into it. Hopefully they don't shut the door on me. And hopefully they don't try to play me and get my money back if they do that, because I'm black and I want my money back, right? Cool. But I got there and, I pull up my ticket. They scan my ticket. And then I had, when you're nervous, again, you by yourself. I ain't with a lady. I ain't with my boy and nothing like that. I'm by myself. So I'm like, oh, yeah, where to go. They point me where to go. I still missed my door. The other lady was super nice. She's like, it's back that way, stupid. And I went back in. I opened the door. And I have my medals on everywhere now. The medals stay with me. My brain is probably getting fried from right here to here, because I wear my Meta Oakley so much, because I use them so much. Here to here, my whole shit is frying. And it was one of the cooler experiences, man, because I am Back to the Future is one of my top 5 movies, easy, maybe top 3 movies of all time, easy. And I mean easy. I said 5 because I'm like, if I dig into my crates, I'm sure I might be able to find, some that might, the 4, but it might be top 3 easy. I love Back to the Future, and I've seen it 1,000 times. It doesn't matter how many times I see it. Every time I watch it, I can watch it all the way through and still laugh at the same parts. It's just a really, really, really incredibly well done movie, smart movie, funny movie, timeless movie. It holds up, all those things. So seeing it's not a problem. But seeing it with the orchestra was really cool, and hearing those instruments right in front of you, right around you, and hearing them real clear. And the score of that movie, the theme of that movie is beautiful. It's really dope. And that was a really dope experience until it was an intermission. I didn't know it was intermission time because I had to take a leaker peeker. I had to PP Johnson, and I didn't know if that was coming. And all of a sudden I looked up, right after she goes, I don't know who it is, but I'm going to find out. They go to intermission. I was like, oh, it's intermission. So they was cutting up during the intermission. They was dun, 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 dun. They was cutting it up, and then they stopped it. They was like, okay, we done. And we got to go, y'all go pee, we got to go pee. So I went to go use the bathroom. It was the line in the bathroom, man. I'm not used to waiting in lines. I'm VIP, man. I'm one of the more important people in the city. I'm just playing. And boom, bathroom. I was like, you know what? For the whole experience of people seeing it, I'm gonna buy some stuff at the concession stand. Now they had a side that was just true liquor, which is real hilarious because it's just true liquor over here. You can go over there and get you all the lick you want, all the pour you want. We got it all back here. Mainly that John Wayne shit, that whiskey, they ain't got all the Don Julio. I seen all the real tequilas and all that shit. I mean, all the vodkas and stuff, and then the whiskeys and the bourbons and all that. And they had wine over there. And then they had another line that I was in where you could get like little beers or something, and they had like popcorn and candy. They was out of a lot of stuff, man. I'm like, hey, bro, I need to stock this joint up. So I came in. They had some cheddar popcorn and some M&Ms. I bought some cheddar popcorn and M&Ms. You know, I'm vegan. I can't eat either one of those, but I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't do it for the animals. I'm sorry, G.O.D. I didn't do it for the animals. I did it for me. So sometimes, at that time, I put a little cow titty in me. I had a little dairy because of that comes in them M&Ms and that cheddar. It was small. It didn't affect me like I thought it was going to affect me. I'm lying. I had a little bit of gas at the end. But I was out there and I bought my stuff, went back up the stairs, and I was going to walk in. I had to find out. I told you, man, I'm a nigga, man. I'm a nerd. I've never done a lot of this shit. From the city of Kansas City and from the hood of Kansas City. I've never done a lot of shit. So I was walking with my stuff and I was about to go in. She's like, oh, excuse me, you can't take that in there. She sounded like Juba Jahia Doubtfire. You can't take that in there, my dear. And I was like, oh, my bad. And so I was eating my stuff out there and everybody was out there and it was kind of slow-mo for me because I'm watching everybody with their kids. They got their kids with them. They're dressed like Marty and his mom. I seen a couple that was dressed like Marty from Back to the Future 2 and then dressed like his mom from the original. And I seen couples and all these things. And I wanted to ask some of the dudes, like, man, how did you find your woman that is into this? Because, you trying, again, this shit is like a lot of people aren't going to sign up to go see a classic movie and the orchestra. They don't understand the experience. It's like somebody telling me to go see the opera. I can go to the opera for the experience. Now, will I sleep? Probably. Shade in the age where if you give me a comfortable enough seat, I'll give you something to talk about. And it ain't nothing but Z's flying out of these. I give you something to talk about. But I wanted to ask some of the guys there, like, how the hell did you find your woman that's going to come here and see these things, for this experience? And I have women behind me that were knowing Back to the Future line for line. Now these is way older women. Now get it, understand I'm old, all right? But you know what I'm saying? These behind me, you know what I'm saying? They're picking out their real estate upstairs. You know what I'm saying? They were older, but they had seen Back to the Future. I better go. I'm going to go to hell. Oh, man. But, oh, shit. Sorry. Sometimes I know that I laugh at myself, but I know that, he going to have some shit to talk to me about. But they were knowing these the movie line for line. That's really dope. So, but yeah, the experience to go to that by myself and doing that, I felt really good. So now I'm like, oh, what we're going to do now, because I got to take my bike to the shop tomorrow. It's going to get worked on. And then I'm going to WonderCon. WonderCon was the first Comic-Con I ever been to. And I'm going to WonderCon. I'm going to drive my scooter out there to Anaheim and go to WonderCon. And I love Comic-Cons, man. There's like, for me, those experiences are great. And I got to get back out to San Diego. But those experiences are great. It's always a good time seeing the cosplay, seeing what's new, seeing what's out there, seeing what actors or celebrity guests that are coming there to speak and talk, producers, comic book artists, writers, all those things, being able to get autographs, being able to buy memorabilia. That experience is fun because you're in a place of like creative minds and people who appreciate all this creativity from things you grew up on. And it's finding a community that enjoys all that with you. That's a really tough task in life. You can find people that you can enjoy some things with, but things that you core enjoy, it's really hard to find that core community where, oh, these my people, man. Like, we really fuck with this type of shit. And then I can get out here and I can laugh, giggle, and talk about those things. And that's the journey I'm on. So I'm just going by myself. I'm like, buying a ticket. I'm going to drive out there. The craziest thing I'm going to do is just try to, I want to go to Disneyland now. And then there's a fine line, right? Disneyland, right? Because I like Disneyland. Now, I haven't graduated to California Adventures because I'm still a bitch. Rod? I'm still a bitch. I haven't graduated to California Adventures yet because them roller coasters look legit, fam. I got clowned. Melinda Clark, look her name up. I got clowned by her daughter when I did my first WonderCon. Her daughter clowned me because she was like, you're, because the first time I went to Disneyland, it was VIP, or the second time I went to Disneyland, it was VIP. Yazzie and his ex-wife, I can say that. Yazzie and Tinsel. Tinsel's a sweetheart. I love her. And they got us VIP in Disneyland. And if you go, I'm not going to tell you the story, goddammit. You go back and listen to previous episodes, you'll find how I know them and why I got VIP at Disneyland. But we had VIP, and I'm with a bunch of TV actors at that time that are on TV doing their thing. And they're all trying to convince me to get on this roller coaster. And I'm like, dude, I'm not getting on a roller coaster. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then they're like, no, get on a roller coaster. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. And so they convinced me to get on like a miniature roller coaster. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This miniature roller coaster had a nice little gift for me. And this gift is that every time it hit like a bank, it felt like it was about to tip over. So imagine somebody who don't like roller coasters getting on a roller coaster that you think is a small roller coaster, but this roller coaster ride has the ability to act like it's about to fall off its railings. That's what I was on. And then when they saw it happen to me, I got a bunch of TV actors who were doing their thing right then and there, laughing at me. And my boy see my face. He starts dying laughing, and everybody laughing at me. And I'm just happy I got off that ride alive. It was insane. It was insanity, ladies and gentlemen. And then the next day, Melinda Clark's daughter, who's an actor, her daughter comes and she's like, you're afraid to get on the teacups. I stared at her and I had to laugh because that's a little white child and I was really big at that time with no facial hair. So I looked like somebody that definitely was either doing security for them or I just got off of thinking about robbing a motherfucker. So, and I had to laugh, little girl. Yeah. Climb me about the teacups, huh? Because I don't like to ride fast rides and get up high. Okay. Yeah, okay, little girl. But I eventually did better at Disneyland, Indiana Jones, all that stuff. I started doing better. Like, I was like, all right, I'm doing rides now. I could stick to that. And so I'm thinking about going to Disneyland. I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know if I'm able to go by myself because it's a kid's place, but I feel like adults are supposed to be able to go, but I feel like you got to go with like your girl or something. I don't even know if two men can go to Disneyland. Well, okay, listen. No, okay, stop it. Don't. Let's just try to throw you off. Play a little Dewey music. Just try to throw you off real quick. Think about Dewey's music. Remember how Dewey would walk in? That's his music right there. Think about that. Not saying that two dudes can't go. It's not usual. So now, then you being a solo guy going to Disneyland, it looks a little weird, but I promise you I'm going strictly for, I want to get the vegan ice cream, the Dole ice cream, right? I want to get a churro. Fuck you. Get a churro. I want to go see what new rides, new Star Wars stuff they got there. I want to buy some things, man. I just want to go be a big ass kid. I'm going to go by myself. I don't think it's weird, right? I should be able to just go without people being like, why is this dude here by himself? You know what I'm saying? And people pulling their kids away from me. It's not like that. I'm just trying to go enjoy Disneyland. And I think I might go next door, record myself talking to my audience and telling them I'm going to get on a roller coaster. I might do one roller coaster because I'm in the journey of life where I'm doing things. I'm in the journey of life where I'm just risking it for the biscuit. And if I get called home, I get called home. I'm doing things solo. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out to Vegas to buy some coochie. I don't care, man. I don't care, man. I'm trying to enjoy everything that I can that I enjoy doing and having the experiences that I want to experience, because people, man, they'll stall you out. You be waiting on folks to go to certain countries and you want to go visit places. I want to go visit Australia. That's on the list. I'll go by myself. The fucked up thing about going to Australia by myself is I know that I'll go, and then that'll be the time that I finally die, because I was by myself and then the big spider bit me, because all they know is everything over there is deadly. They don't know peace in Australia. They don't know what peace is. Every insect's got an issue with everybody and everything kills everybody. Everything you come across, you walk across the street, I'm going to get coffee, but then you see like a little gnat, and that's like one of the most poisonous gnats in the world. You're like, it's a gnat. I don't see it coming, and it lands on your face, and you die because you were in Australia. That's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. You could die in any moment from those insects. And watch you from Australia get on here and be like, that's not the case. Yes, it is the case. I'm an American. That's how I think. It's all fucked up, but I love your country. I want to come there. Now, I just want to talk about this last little bit as I finish up my podcast, right? As I finish up this episode 99 before episode 100, which I think was fantastic. I told you about Rocky Point, my experience at Back to the Future. I've been giving you some motivation to do stuff by yourself. You know, go enjoy things by yourself. And I'm not saying go out there and die alone. I'm not saying that. I don't want to die alone, you know, but people stall you out. So since you fuck that shit, go experience it. I don't know. I can't make it to a cruise yet. I ain't got there yet. I can do a roller coaster. I'm really thinking about doing a roller coaster when I get out to California Adventures. I'm going to buy me a little ticket. Say, I'm going to California. Say, what you going to California Adventures for? I'm just going over there one time to get on the roller coaster. That's it. One roller coaster. I might just have like a worker pick a roller coaster for me. I say, man, I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie roller coaster, and I want you to pick me a roller coaster to get on, and I'm going to get on that joint. Don't put me on nothing crazy. If you put me on something crazy, little worker boy, I'm going to go ahead and punch you when I get off this bitch. And I got a slamming right hook right down the foul line, ladies and gentlemen. But having the scooter in the midst of this gas situation is crazy. I never thought that I would actually own a scooter, and I talked about this in previous episodes. Yeah, I always say that because I want you to go listen to my previous episodes because they're fun. Anyway, so I didn't ever think I would own this scooter, and I ride the shit out this scooter. It is my mode of transportation right now. I don't bullshit. I ride this thing up and down, up and down. Let me make sure my shit's still recording. Okay. Up and down, I record this joint. I ride this joint, And it is the most fun, freeing experience for me. And I feel like it's going to be a gateway to me getting something a little bit more, a little bit more powerful, a little bit more sit. But right now I'm enjoying it. And that's why I'm taking out to Anaheim. And I have it all mapped out with ChatGPT. We've talked about it. I think my bike gets 200 miles and it's a 3.2 or 3.7 gallon tank. I get 200 miles on it. But man, my Challenger, I only put the expensive 93 in there. If I was driving my Challenger right now, which looks like I'm gonna have to get back to because it's already 106. You Elon Musk drivers, man, y'all probably happy as hell, but that 93 busting $7, cuz maybe $8 down here. I'm not for sure. Because the unleaded by itself is I think it cost me like $12 the other day. $12 to fill up my tank. 200 miles on their ass. 180 if I'm driving like a piece of shit. If I'm riding like a piece of shit, I should say. Meaning riding like a piece of shit means that I'm just dipping on them. I'm revving my shit up. But if I drive like I got a cop behind me and I'm back in the hood, I'm be good. 200 miles is what I'm going to get. I'm very happy about my scooter, and I'm taking my scooter in tomorrow. It's one of the best buys I've ever gotten. If you're in a city and you don't like have kids or you don't do a lot, like I don't do a lot. It's just me and my dog Winston, right? So I go to the store. Most of the time my dog look at me and be like, nigga, you going to the store, make sure you load up. I don't load up. I only get like what to eat that day and maybe something half a day the next day. I don't do all that. And I have this big ass, fat ass compartment under my seat and I'll be loading shit in there. I had a lady stop and say, oh my God, you have that under your seat? And I was like, yes, I do have this under my seat. And she was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And I was like, yes, it is so cool. And then I proceeded to hop on one leg over the seat, bam, put my shades on, told her where we're going. We don't need roads. I think she got wet off of that, but that was just Maybe that's just all in my head. But the scooter buy was cool. If you are a person that, doesn't do, I'm telling you, woman, man, does get you one that goes 45, 50 miles per hour. You will be surprised how much you do on that thing and how much you move. You go meet your homegirl. Well, can't do happy hour because you got the ride, but you can still do it. If you don't live that far, hop on the scooter. Go to work. Go to school. You'll save a ton. I pull up now to get gas, and I look over at the person getting gas for their car, and they're crying, man. They're crying. And I mean full out bawling. You know how your mama used to tell you, like, maybe you messed up at school and she got called to school, and she tell you, when I get home, I'll tear your ass up, and you was already crying. She's like, you better clean up. I'm still going, it don't matter what it don't matter what you do ass whooping, you could clean up her room, go out there and paint the whole house. You could change the tires on the old car that don't run no more. You could take a bullet for one of your brothers. It don't matter. If you got a designated ass whooping coming, it's still coming. And so you knew that was the real deal. So you just would cry no matter what. That's how they be crying at the gas tank. I be seeing them. They be at the gas pump just crying, just putting $10 in there and just hurting. Remember there's a time in my day, ladies and gentlemen, that I would drive me and my friends around. I'm like, man, I got 5 on the tank. I used to say, you got 5 on it. Do you got 5 on gas? And that meant a lot. I could do damage with 5. Oh, man. I could do damage with $5. We're just $5 people. I could do damage now. $5. And I feel like you could damn near get a ticket for putting $5 worth of gas in your car. Because what's it going to do? What's it going to do for you? It ain't going to do shit. I think my scooter was one of the best buys I've ever had. Now, granted, my dumbass bought an Italian scooter, an older Italian scooter, vintage Italian scooter, and the parts take forever. I ordered brake pads. Y'all can stay with me or y'all can go now, but I might drop some jewels in here. I ordered brake pads. Them things took a month to get here. They had to be shipped from overseas. I think like Europe or somewhere over there. They had to be shipped over here. And the same thing, I had to get a CVT belt. I don't know shit about CVT belt. I only know about ass whipping belts and pants belts. Like, I don't know about CVT belts. I had to get that ordered. All the parts are cheap, but they're taking forever to get here. They just got here 2 days ago. My brake pad, I started buying parts for my bike. What is it now? It's mid-March. We're coming close to April. I started buying parts at the beginning of February. No shit. I got my scooter in June, July, January. Sorry about that. I got my scooter in January, rode it around. I was like, well, let me get some of this stuff worked on and fixed just in case. Get some stuff changed out, oil change, filters and all that stuff. It's February, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just now getting all my parts. March 19th. Tomorrow I got it in March 18th of 2026. So when I go in there tomorrow, I'm going to tell them, man, just order all the important shit, have this shit sitting here because God damn. You know what I'm saying? But that is my episode. I am Thaddeus Shade. This is The Odd Nerd. Go buy a scooter. It'll save you a lot. Whether gas goes down or continues to go up, it'll save you. That's why a lot of the other countries, they drive a bunch of scooters everywhere because they like to save on the gas and you can whip and dip and crippin' through the streets. This is episode 99. Episode 100 is coming next week. And like always, I appreciate you. Have a good week and peace. I have been on a Starbucks strike when it comes to tea because these motherfuckers ain't got no honey. And I know about a month ago I was complaining about these some bitches not having no honey. These some bitches still ain't got no honey. I said it again. These some bitches still ain't got no honey. They ain't got no honey, man. I go there, they ain't never got no honey. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own medicine balls at the house because I don't really drink tea, but I would tear a medicine ball up. I said, I'll make my own tea at the house. So then I go, right? And I'm like, okay, what is a medicine ball, right? I go look and it's, what is that shit? It's like it's Tijuana, I don't know, Tijuana. I know that's where you get marijuana.